Hello guys, my name is Jared and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is day number 5 on the BookTube-A-Thon 2017, and today's challenge is to come up with a reading list for a class that you're going to be a part of. It can be either that you are part of the class, or it can be either that you are teaching it. The thing is that there's going to be an ongoing topic which your book list is going to cover. To make this challenge a little harder, Marisa, who I'm going to be linking up here, she came up with the idea of putting at least one of your TBR of the BookTube-A-Thon on the list, which is easy to me because my topic is just all over my TBR. So the topic that I picked for my class is going to be respect and tolerance. The first book that I'm going to be talking about is An Uninterrupted View of the Sky by Melanie Crowther. This book, I'm going to make a full review out of this because this was just awesome. This is set on Bolivia and it's about our family, Francisco's family, whose dad gets arrested. His dad is actually part of the Aymara indigenous community on Bolivia, and throughout the book there's a lot of hate towards the indigenous people, which Francisco just has to learn about his culture. He has to embrace his own roots a lot more, and it's just, there's a lot more to say about this book, but this is just going to be a book review that I'm going to do in a couple weeks maybe. The second book that I'm going to be talking about is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This follows our main character Star, who is a 16-year-old black girl. She lives on a really bad neighborhood, but she goes to a white people's school in which she behaves really different. She doesn't even cuss, she acts really polite, whereas in her house she is really like, she lets loose. The thing about this book is that she witnesses the death of her best friend from childhood, and it's on the hands of a police person, and hell breaks loose. This is a beautiful and powerful book who teaches you a lot about your own voice and how you can use that as your weapon. The third book that I'm going to be talking about is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. This follows our main character August, who was born with a facial difference as the book described. He had to undergo 27 different procedures to get his face fixed, and he doesn't look like a normal boy. And he was always homeschooled, but his mom convinces him that he should start going to regular school. And it's also going to be turned into a movie. It's going to come out in November 17th. This is beautiful, guys. Fourth book, I got my Misfits and Depression. This is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. This is about our main character whose name is Charlie. He is not really popular in school, and when he starts he's kind of nervous that he's not going to find any friends. And actually he found the best people that he could have ever met on his life, but there's this thing that happened in his past that you don't really know much about until the end of the book. This is one of my favorite books, and also it's my favorite movie. I love it with passion. So next one, I brought my LGBT community, guys. This is More Happy Than Not. Is one of my favorite books easily, and this is one of my favorite authors. He is just the best. He even signed this book for me. I've met him. He's just awesome. This book is about Aaron, who lives in New York, and he just met a friend who feels really weird about this. He's getting weird vibes about this whole situation. He has a girlfriend, he lives with his mom, but something happened that you don't actually know about. This is a book that's great to read it without knowing much about it, so I'm not gonna give any more details. You need to read this. For the next one, guys, we have to be honest, we're on a class. Reading lists are not always fun, so I have to bring a classic. My classic is going to be Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl. If you know anything about this book, you know that this is a sad book. It's a real story of how Anne Frank wrote on a diary while she was hiding on an attic because she was part of World War II, of course, and she was a Jewish. She was persecuted because of her religion, and she talks a lot about dreaming. She talks a lot about wanting to go out, and this is just sad, but at the same time it's really inspiring. It's really beautiful. All of these books talk about acceptance and tolerance. These books talk about how you're not supposed to judge someone based on their sexuality or their race or their religion, or if they have a mental disability or a facial problem, the way they look. Nothing. You just have to be open to everything, and it's these beautiful books have taught me so much. I actually ended up liking this challenge way more than I thought I was going to. These are books that I really love, and these are topics that are really important, and it's something I someday want to talk about in my channel. Let me know, guys, if you would like to see that on the comment section. I'm planning on doing this same video maybe, but out of BookTube-A-Thon, maybe in the near future. I really like this. So that is it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your friends. Keep waiting for more videos, especially tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow's challenge is going to be. And up until next time, guys, take care.